And welcome back, guys. And today it's also very happy to have Dave Miller here from WeGotGame. And when we're looking at gaming, I mean, we were talking about TCGs before, but now we want to talk about video gaming. And Dave, just kind of looking at video gaming journal, the industry, but now we're seeing like all these shows that not necessarily focus on video gaming, having a lot of video gaming elements to it now. So we'll kind of speak upon that, why it's just kind of like it's really coming into all things like other shows that don't really have to do with video games now being involved with it.
Well, yeah, definitely. As everybody knows, video game is taking off extraordinarily in different ways that we could never imagine. And we know if you're having events and such, it's always good to have just different things that other people could do, especially if you want to bring people to your shows. They may not like certain things, but like other things. And so for us, WeGotGame, we've been invited to many shows to showcase different gaming for young kids, adults, and even if it takes like a quick 5-10 minutes just to play with somebody, just to take a little break, it works out perfectly for different events that we host.
Awesome. So as you kind of like looking at here in a sport card show,
Yeah.
do you see kind of like a crossover, especially those who are, I guess, more into like the sports games or play either competitively or casually? You kind of see kind of like a crossover or similar folks that are kind of do both, or you see kind of like a connection with sport card collectors?
Yes, 100%. As you know, all the sports games is the same players that these sports collectors are selling cards to or trading cards to and such. And so there's so many ties. It ties in so well. The last event I went to, was very new in the industry, in sports collecting, and a lot of our gamers came back to us and so elated of how comfortable they felt and how just kind of at normal. So they played the video games, the esports tournaments, but then also walked around and saw their favorite players and such and started purchasing such. So, and we, went back and talked about it a little bit, and they said how hand in hand the esports and the sports collecting just tied in. And, they're asking me, when's your next event? And we want to make sure we've been there. So instead of becoming just an esports event or maybe just a sports collecting, it's kind of that combination of both things that people enjoy. It's sports at the end of the day, or it's Mario Kart or Smash Bros, which ties into the Pokemon type world.
Right.
Yeah. So definitely there's a lot of ties, and I think this is something that will strengthen events just because there's other things to do at these events.
True. Definitely, I see like the connection there between sport cards and now with certain games within because it has that sport card element in the form of opening packs. 100%. Although they're digital packs, and you can actually use either the character or the player. Specifically, we talk about the soccer games and things are out there, and we know that a lot of people have spent exorbitant amount of money opening these packs as well too.
We have a big following in our Discord group for FC24, and just last week the conversation was about the players that they have and how much money that they spent. And me, every time I see this, I'm in awe, and it's the similarities.
Right.
They want to have the Messis or Mbappe or whatever who it may be. And they go spend their money digitally because they want to, for them, they're building a team as well.
Yeah.
So when they play, they have these players while they play. And so one of the things that, I do in the esports world is I don't allow competitions because, if you have a lot of money and you bought the best players,
pay to win.
You pay to win type thing, right? So we always try to keep it balanced. And although we appreciate it, for the general market, we want to make sure that it is that equal balance. There will be a time and place that we do, see who has the bigger bang for their buck and play against each other.
Right.
But for, events like this, we want to make sure that everybody has that opportunity just to kind of come in and fair play type thing.
Awesome. Which is great segue to specifically what you do in WeGotGame. And first of all, I'm very happy that we have like this kind of relationship that we have with WeGotGame now, because we've got so much positive comments and implementing, like I said, having all this into our shows. Kids love it, gamers love it. It's just another, like I said, it's that added element that brings that excitement that people can participate, that people who love different genres of stuff and collect different stuff
Yep.
and enjoy video gaming. So share just with us in terms of We Got Game, what do you exactly do, and
Yeah, so We
I
Got
get
Game.
involved.
Yeah, We Got Game's been around for 16 years now, so it seems like ages. But basically, we host console games, so on the PS5, PS4, the Xbox, and the Switches. And basically, we host events for mostly college universities where we travel to. We do shows like this. We do sports teams and much more, municipalities. And so most of what we do personally, we just want to have fun.
Right.
So when we come to your school, it's not all about the rah-rah one game. It's about what games make people smile, have fun,
Right.
high five and such. So we'll bring the FC24s and we'll bring the NBA 2Ks and we'll do the Call of Duty and Smash Bros.
Right.
But then we'll bring games from the Kinects. So we're playing Just Dance. We're doing bowling. We're doing table tennis. And, we now have competition with it within schools. We've partnered with many schools to have 3 different games. So we picked FC24 for a lot of the international students, Smash Bros to bring back, the old school children's type game, and we've been in bowling for non-gamers. And the combination just works. And we have more females now join in, and they're not scared to compete and play.
Right.
They're winning and such. And so for me, it just brings that much joy that we could bring everybody together instead of one group. And that's who we're all about, and that's who we've always been about. And I think that's what makes us as successful as we are, just because we could bring that community together for that one day and have that fun.
Right. What I love about We Got Game is, in terms of what you do, that I definitely appreciate, is you still have that competitive scene, but without the toxicity that you see that can happen very often. And in video game, we all know of, that it shows the kind of the ugly side when people get a little heated.
Yes.
But I love it for the fact that you kind of cut that out. It's like you can be competitive, but that garbage is out of here.
I appreciate you said this because we have about 15 Discords. And if you scroll through our Discords, you don't see anybody cursing, swearing, bad-mouthing, anything. And it's because we don't allow it. We'll give you that one chance if you didn't know or whatever, but then after that, we're all about business. And why people follow it? Because they want to play tournaments. So they realize that, I'm a grown man, and maybe I should behave and do whatever.
Correct.
And so it works. And at the end of the day, when you're doing businesses with CSC and municipalities and big businesses, you want to make sure that if they have their kids join or their residents that are a young age, that they feel safe, they feel inclusive, and everything else. So we make sure that, we cut that all out because We Got Game is not all about that. It's all about positivity, it's all about everyone, and it's about love. And I'll tell you one story. We had a team from Brampton, and basically their background is from India. And they're really good at NHL, but they didn't play as much in tournaments because all the negativity and toxicity. And so we talked to them, and they decided to join our group. And during the league, they kept on coming back to us to say how much they appreciate how much our league supports one another and none of the toxicity. And, myself being in the culture and color, they felt more comfortable that you're all about everybody and not just for, one demographic doing negative things.
Amen to that. When my son came to your tournament, although he didn't really know what he was doing, because he doesn't play Smash often, but he had a great time.
Well,
and what he remembers was you kind of walking him through and being patient with him and made him feel like inclusive, and he felt like the better or pro players, we're kind of encouraging him, although he lost every game.
Yes.
But the thing is, he still had that great time. So I'm very, as a dad, also very appreciative of what you do.
Well, I appreciate that. And my gamers know, if you're out there watching, they already know we support one each other. We bring each other up, and we support each other every single time.
Awesome.
Right?
So tell our viewers where they can find We Got Game.
Man, you could find me, WeGotGame_Corp on all the socials, especially Twitch, Twitter, Instagram is our biggest thing. And we're going to start a YouTube page in the near future, same account, and that's where you can find me. And then you'll know exactly where we're going to be at the different shows if you like in-person events and such. So definitely, there's always many ways you can find me.
Awesome. So definitely check out WeGotGame. We love this man. So tomorrow will be the last day, of course. We're going to still have a couple of interviews and Coach Hill with here, and hopefully we can get Steve Menzie back on as well too, as once again he couldn't make it for today. But as we conclude for today, well, hopefully you'll tune in tomorrow, and we'll have the finale and recap of the Toronto Sport Card Expo. So we'll see you tomorrow.
And how I conclude is, we got game, raise yours.
All right, take care, folks.
Thank you.